special evening as we gather for a session of the Right Circle, an initiative of the Prabha Khaitan Foundation. The Right Circle strives to bring together authors and their readers in an informal and engaging setting with a discerning audience like you, with sessions structured around the life and works of the author. This evening, it is a pleasure to welcome the multifaceted personality and author, Harshita Gupta, who will be in conversation with Pallavi Pahwa, Ehsaas woman of Ludhiana. A warm welcome to you. Today's event is organized in association with our hospitality partner, Centra Greens, and with the unwavering support of the Ehsaas women of Ludhiana, Deepika Bhalla, Pallavi Pahwa, and myself. Our eminent patron, Sri Cement Limited, supports our events as their CSR initiative. Before moving ahead with the session, allow me to say a few words about the foundation. The Prabha Khaitan Foundation is a non-profitable trust committed to humanitarian and socio-cultural causes. Late Dr. Prabha Khaitan established it as a charitable trust in the early 1980s. Based in Kolkata, it is committed to supporting women's empowerment, gender equality, literature, culture, and performing arts. Late Dr. Prabha Khaitan was an eminent Indian literature, philanthropist, social worker, entrepreneur, and feminist who established the foundation and believed in unity in diversity. The foundation's multifaceted initiatives include the Right Circle, Kalam, Aakhar, Kitab, an Author's Afternoon, Loves, Ek Mulaqat, Tet-a-Tea, The Universe Writes, Chaupal, Rahat, Karuna, Muskan, and boutique festivals like Shairnama and Ramayan Kala Utsav. These fall under the diverse verticals of literature and language, culture and heritage, social welfare, and women empowerment. We are elated to share that three-time Grammy Award winner Ricky Cage, the mastermind behind the anthem and signature caller tune of Prabha Khaitan Foundation, has curated a number of remarkable musical pieces for the video impact, social media platforms, and communications across India and overseas. The music of the month for November is The Harmony of Drums, Oud, and Dida, a musical piece where each beat and melody comes together to honor November's shift in seasons. To raise awareness in the community, we highlight one pressing social issue every month. The cause of the month for November is End the Silence, Stop the Violence, in commemoration of International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, celebrated annually on 25th November. Now please allow me to introduce you all to the guest author for today, Harshita Gupta. Harshita Gupta is a dynamic and multi-talented artist who began her journey as a radio personality and has since become a prominent comedy content producer across all major social media platforms. In 2023, Harshita's remarkable influence in the digital world earned her a coveted spot on Forbes India's list of top 100 digital stars. Unloved is her first book. In conversation with her this evening, we have Pallavi Pahwa. She is an Ehsaas woman of Ludhiana and a successful professional in her own right. Without further ado, I request Pallavi to kickstart the conversation.
Thank you, Zarqa, and a very good evening to our audience today. And a warm, hearty Punjabi welcome to you, Harshita.
Thank you.
How we say it in Punjabi? Ji Ayan Nu.
Wow, Ji Ayan Nu.
It means we welcome you with our hearts.
Oh, lovely.
It is your first book that has brought you here to Punjab for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, we are certainly glad to have you here with us.
Thank you.
But before we go on to talk about your book, let's go back to the beginning of your career.
Yeah.
Like you started off as a radio jockey,
Yeah.
and then you transitioned into digital content creation. So how did that happen, Harshita?
So I think I started in 2016 as a radio jockey with Radio Mirchi for 3 years.
Okay.
And I think that was the time जब एक वो digital wave आई थी. Everybody was creating digital content across the platforms, and suddenly Instagram started to become big. YouTube was already big, but then it again started to become big. This was a time of permanent roommates when Bhuvan ma'am used to make a lot of content. So then my boss one day came in and said, you know, अब तो तुम्हें content बनाना पड़ेगा. I was like, listen, I was a very camera shy person.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God,
I
one
was-
wouldn't believe that after seeing these videos of yours.
I was a very camera shy person. Like I still remember when I shot my first video, lens इधर थी और मैं इधर देख रही थी.
Oh my God.
I didn't know how to record content, how to write content in the first place. But then he said कि अगर appraisal चाहिए तो content बनाना पड़ेगा. Appraisal तो मुझे चाहिए था. My salary was very low.
Right.
So then I started making content. आज तो मैं उनको बहुत every day I get up, I thank my boss. Thank you for doing that. Who's no more my boss, of course.
Right.
But yeah, it started out of force. But I am absolutely in love with this, and I always tell people that I did not choose this career. This career chose me.
Okay, that's great. But Harshita, how do you? My question to you is that we've been following your videos and your posts. Is there a certain theme? Is there a pattern? How do you select what you want to put up and what you actually shouldn't put up? Is there a certain pattern?
I think when I was in radio kind of eliminated political opinions of mine because they said कि तुम office गिरवा दोगी. So I stopped making political content altogether.
Okay.
And I think since then when I left that, I never touched political content again. So I think political content is the only content that I don't do. And I do a lot of observational comedy. I like that. I'm an observant.
Yes.
Like I might make a reel on a particular occasion like this.
Yes.
If I get something, if I feel that, you know, oh, this person, ये reel के लायक है. So I will write a content on the person and I will make a reel. So I do a lot of observational comedy. And I
So it's
like it.
basically from things around you, whatever
yeah.
you observe, and
Yeah.
if you feel inspired, you just create that.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people love series with my father.
Yes, that's what I was going to come to. That, oh my God, your digital content with your dad is, I think, one of the most entertaining videos.
Yeah.
And he just plays along so sportingly and such a natural at it.
Yeah, so actually, Papa was after my life कि शादी कर लो, and I did not have a guy. किससे शादी कर लूँ? मैं किसी भी इंसान से शादी कर लूँ. So he was after my life कि शादी कर लो, and I got so irritated. I thought कि मैं इन्हीं के साथ content बनाऊँ. So then, and my father did theatre for many years.
Oh, okay.
So I think that makes him a very natural actor. He wanted to be an actor in his life.
Oh, wow.
And he never thought कि उनका सपना ऐसे पूरा होगा.
So it's like literally you are the catalyst in to fulfill his dreams.
Yeah.
Literally.
One day I was having lunch with mum and she said कि तुम्हें पता है पापा कितने खुश हैं that, you know, people come and recognize him on street and वो actually अपना सपना जी रहे हैं जो उन्होंने कभी जिंदगी में नहीं सोचा था कि वो दोबारा कर पाएंगे.
Right.
But I feel very fortunate to do that and be that daughter because not every daughter gets to do that.
Yes.
पापा का सपना कौन पूरा करता है?
Oh yes. Parents
Yeah,
are fulfilling, but
Yeah, parents तो जिंदगी भर करते हैं is what I feel.
right. Yes.
But as a daughter, I feel very grateful and fortunate to have done this for him. And he absolutely loves the attention of women.
Yeah. So please keep those videos coming because they're really entertaining and fun.
Yeah, I will.
And Harshita, for those of us who are laymen in this digital world, the likes of me, tell us what are your challenges? Like in this fast-paced profession, how do you keep yourself upgraded with the technology? It moves so fast.
यार मैं बहुत ही technically challenged person हूँ and I have no shame in accepting that. I use just one app to edit my videos और उसके अलावा आप मुझे कोई भी ऐप दे देंगे मैं edit नहीं कर पाऊंगी.
But that is so hard to believe because you looks as if you're absolute pro at it.
Yeah, you fake it till you make it. So like now when I made it, now I can tell. I can just use one app. It's called InShot. Very easy to do, guys. If you want to make videos ever in life,
Okay.
I think you should try InShot. It's a very easy app.
Okay.
Somebody who's technically challenged like me,
Mhm.
very easy. This easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
So technically मैं बहुत challenged हूँ. I don't keep
because-
myself upgraded. मैं phone ही upgrade नहीं करती हूँ अपना कभी कभी तो.
Oh, because someone in your profession, one would have thought, I was thinking, oh my God, she's going to be a pro and she's going to, how does she do this? And
I think my content is everything. I'm a
yes,
writer.
Yes.
And I always keep writing. Like my next thing that I want to do is a stand-up. I don't want to be an actor. Like a lot of creators end up being actors. मेरे को auditions आते हैं. वो सीरीज बन के आ जाती है. I tell Shrey कि अरे मुझे इसके लिए ऑडिशन भेजना था. It's okay, I forgot. And the series is also made. I don't have interest in acting actually. It's a very tedious job. Very, very hard job. I did try acting once and twice. I collapsed. I said no, I think stand-up is the thing for me. I don't want to leave writing actually.
Okay.
And stand-up is something which will
Yes.
help
it
me
is.
keep writing.
So from a digital content creator, now this new book of yours.
Yeah.
How did you get yourself to this daunting task of writing a book?
Actually, this book is very close to my heart, and I have never been this vulnerable ever in my life. Like, not on Instagram. Nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows anything about this particular incident. But actually, this incident changed me forever. Whatever I am, this personality that you see on Instagram has become after this incident. And I feel that these days heartbreaks are so common, divorces is so common. I hear everybody randomly, शादी के 6 महीने बाद divorce हो गया. Breakup to you. I think it's because of the availability of the options that you've got. People have stopped putting in efforts in a relationship. So I feel this generation is going haywire, and loving again with a broken heart takes a lot of courage and strength.
No, the very fact that you have shared such a sensitive and vulnerable side of yourself in this
Yeah.
book, I think it takes a lot of guts. It's really bold. And also, in your videos, we've seen a completely different facet of your personality.
Yeah.
Like, it's an absolute contrast.
Yeah.
So,
My penguin editor called me after reading the book when it got greenlit, and she's like, "I've been following you from last 3 years. I cross-checked. Are you the same Harshita Gupta
yeah.
who has written this
Yes,
book?" I was
yes,
like,
yes.
yes. And then she said, after reading the book, I actually feel that it's not bad to love again, because I think हमारी generation में सब कहीं ना कहीं, I'm 30 and my friends are also around the same age, 29, 30, 31. Everyone is struggling to find a right guy to marry. And everybody is telling me, after this heartbreak, I don't want to love again, Harshita. But I feel that love is one of the most beautiful feelings in the world. Just because the person was wrong, the circumstances was wrong, the situation was wrong, you can't give up on love. It's your life. So yeah.
Yes, it's in your book also, Harshita, you talk a lot about getting therapy,
Yeah.
getting help for your anxiety,
Yeah.
professional help. And so I want to ask, how did you decide in the first place to go and seek help?
Yeah.
And then what was the reaction of your loved ones, your friends, your family? to
So
something like
actually,
this?
I had a sign of depression in 2016 where I was interning. That was not a very, it was a very, very toxic workplace. उस वक्त मुझे पता नहीं था कि what depression looks like, what anxiety feels like, and ना ही इतनी बात होती थी सोशल मीडिया पे इस चीज़ों के बारे में. But कुछ symptoms थे जो मेरी बॉडी ने रजिस्टर कर लिए थे, लाइक भूख ना लगना, नींद ना आना, पूरा दिन ड्रेन आउट रहना, यू डोंट फील लाइक डूइंग एनीथिंग, यू डोंट फील लाइक गेटिंग अप फ्रॉम द बेड. उस वक्त मुझे नहीं पता था ये था, बट जब मेरे साथ लाइक व्हेन आई हैड दिस हार्ट ब्रेक, आई फेल्ट द सेम symptoms again happening in my life. भूख ना लगना, sudden weight loss, and I used to wake up till like 4. मेरे फोन पे अभी भी वो एक मेडिटेशन साउंड है जो मैं सुनती रहती थी ऑन लूप. मुझे नींद ही नहीं आती थी. एंड आई यूज्ड टू लाइक, आई रिमेंबर आई यूज्ड टू पेन डाउन, मतलब 100 बार मैं लिखती थी, डू नॉट ओवरथिंक, डू नॉट ओवर, दिस इज नॉट नॉर्मल.
Yes.
Who writes do not overthink 100 times a day just so that I don't overthink?
It was really hard, especially because he was your best friend as well.
Yeah. Actually, it was a friendship breakup. It was not like a romantic breakup as much. But he was definitely my best friend. I still say that he's the best friend I can ever have. But obviously, life happens, shit happens. You have to move on. But that's the time when I thought that I need a professional help. That's the first time when I went to a therapist and I said, listen, I need your help. I'm not able to overcome this. I'm not able to overcome the emotions that I'm feeling.
But you were working parallelly?
Yeah, and I
at
had
the
to
same
give up
time?
on that job also because I was not able to perform.
Oh my God.
My brain was not there. My brain was not okay.
Right.
So then I thought of taking help. I left the job also. My parents were so scared. They thought, ki, this the personality that you see on Instagram, I'm actually that. I'm a very happy-go-lucky soul.
Yeah.
I love,
Chirpy,
very
vivacious.
chirpy, very bubbly. I love to talk to people, meet new people. And that was the time when I was not smiling either. I was not eating. So my father was like, and my father always knew about this. So they were very scared कि क्या हो गया है इसको ऐसा. तो बुक के हर चैप्टर के बाद एक थेरेपिस्ट पेज है which is called AC's desk.
Okay.
She is my very very dear friend. Her name is Anandita Chatterjee, and she's a working therapist now. So I feel breakup or any kind of heartbreak is not just physical; it's mental as well. We don't talk about that because we can't see that.
Right.
So उन्होंने आनंदिता ने हर चैप्टर में मेरा जो भी मेंटल स्टेट था विच वाज नॉट वेरी स्टेबल एक्सप्लेन किया है कि व्हाट एंजाइटी लुक्स लाइक व्हाट डिप्रेशन लुक्स लाइक
What symptoms there can be.
Yes.
And it can be subjective. from
it is
person
very
to
subjective.
person.
Depression is very subjective. It is very different for everybody, and the treatment is also very different. Like few techniques, if you go into an overthinking pattern, एक technique है जो overthinking को रोक सकता है और वो सबके लिए same है. When you're overthinking, you immediately have to activate your 5 sense organs में से कोई भी एक sense organ. Like you put an ice cube on your hand. Now
so you distract
overthink. तुम वो जो loop था ना thoughts का वो तुमने break कर दिया. Because now your entire concentration is on your hand and eyes. Or like smell or eat. Tongue is one of your sense organs. So start eating chocolate.
Lots of people actually put on weight in depression.
Yes.
I've heard.
Yeah, but that's like one of the symptom which is very subjective. Again.
Yes.
So this is just to break an overthinking cycle. Like if you're thinking, because overthinking is mostly negative. You don't positively कोई overthink करता नहीं है. I don't know if someone does it, it's great. You are lucky. Because overthinking is negative.
But what was the reaction like? Were you able to share with your friends and family or how?
So initially I did not. But then one day I remember I was with Papa on terrace and we were having this discussion and chat about what's going on in life and I might have to change the city because I was not able to move on. And then I told Papa को conversation में ही कि I am taking therapy. I said I'm taking therapy. I think there's a problem.
It's okay.
Yeah. So I told Papa that I'm taking therapy and he ignored the sentence. Okay. And he started talking about something else. I did not get back to it because I did not know na ki kya hua, kya nahi hua.
How he feels about
Yeah.
it.
So he ignored that statement and he kept on talking about something else. But then by the end of that conversation, Papa, हम वापस रूम में जा रहे थे. Papa actually said it कि तुम जो भी कर रही हो and if it is feeling better, please continue doing that.
So he did show his support in
Yes.
his own way.
Yes.
And that's a big thing.
Which I did not expect.
Yeah, because heartbreak or breakups is probably considered something so run of the mill. Oh, everybody is going through it.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the big deal? Boyfriends come and go. So I don't think how many people can actually understand how sad it is for a person.
Yeah, I think heartbreak we should talk more about heartbreaks because a lot of people are going through it. It's just that they are not talking about it. Because सब तो अपने Instagram पे प्यार की मनोहर कहानियाँ बताते हैं, posts लगाते हैं.
Right.
It's so rosy on Instagram, which is not the reality, to be honest, of a lot of people. So I think we should have more discussions on heartbreak or how to, in fact, move on. That's the book about. How to move on, how to unlove someone. Everyone is telling us how to love correctly. Nobody is telling us how to stop loving this person who you love so much. But you have to. मतलब अब हो गया यार. खराब हो गई चीजें. क्या करें? जिंदगी भर रोते थोड़ी रहेंगे. So I think this book is that, how to unlove someone. we really loved.
So were there any tools and techniques that you used to, any others, just like you demonstrated one, what other tools and techniques do you perhaps swear by that help to tide over this difficult phase?
I think I won't say techniques, but there are a few very basic things that a therapist tells you.
Okay.
They'll tell you to journal.
Hmm.
बिकॉज आप अपने अंदर से वो थॉट्स निकालना बहुत जरूरी है.
Okay.
तुम बात करके निकालो किसी से, तुम लिख के निकालो. Once those emotions are out of your system, you will feel better.
Right.
So journaling helped.
So today we have our beautiful journal writer. She's an author of 2 journals, in fact, Gunjan
Wow.
Adya. And her journals are so beautiful that you wouldn't actually want to write anything in them and spoil them.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'll be meeting her later.
Oh, lovely. But yeah,
But-
journal do help. I still journal my thoughts, and it kind of helps me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful technique that we should all get down to
Yeah,
doing.
if you just feel very frustrated, किसी भी चीज़ पे, even if when your mother-in-law, or even your husband, just write it down.
Right.
And you know, of course, it has to have some privacy.
Right.
You can't,
Of course,
nobody can read
no
it.
one can read it.
But like it helps.
So what does the art of moving on really mean, Harshita? Like for some may say it's forgiveness, or some may say, okay, we can just be friends again.
Yeah.
And so what is it for you?
For me, moving on is indifference. It's
Okay.
not love.
It's
not
unfollow,
hate.
unfollow in digital
Yeah. Like your
language.
presence is something that is negligible to me.
Uh-huh.
It's in you're indifferent to me. That's for me. That's moving on. It's no love, no hate. I don't wish you luck. I don't wish you love. I don't wish you hate. You're just indifferent to me. You're there, but like I don't give a shit. It's for me. It's that, and it took me some good years to be there where I can say that this person has become indifferent to me because we were good friends for 8 years. So I think 8 साल की दोस्ती को मैं ऐसे indifference में एक दिन में तो नहीं बदल सकती.
Shared moments and
Yes.
precious moments.
Yes, it was just. I think everybody should have that kind of one best friend in your life. I'm telling you, it will heal you. But who thought that I would need healing from him? But
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, life happens.
Yeah.
So also having read your book, Harshita, one can tell that you're an absolute romantic at heart.
Yeah.
A believer in true love, and you finally found the love of your life as
Yes,
well.
that's
We're-
what I'm lucky.
We're very happy for you.
Thank you.
So my next question is, what is true love to you? So you said how one can
Yeah.
unlove a
Yeah.
person. So now what is true love?
I think ये बॉलीवुड हॉलीवुड और ये जो लिटरेचर है ना, थोड़ा दिमाग खराब
Karan
किया
Johar
है.
movies.
That's not true love, guys. I think true love is peace, calmness. मतलब भागना पड़े, हासिल करना is not true love. People think कि अरे किसी को हासिल करना पड़ रहा है तो वो सच्चा प्यार है. No, darling, it's a toxic love which you will not be able to continue throughout your life.
Yeah.
For me, love is peace, calmness, and someone who doesn't make me anxious all the time. That does this person loves me? Is he going around cheating on me? Is he having an affair outside? If I have these questions, because as I said, the availability of options is so much that anybody can cheat at any point of time. तो उस anxiety के साथ इंसान जिंदगी नहीं बिता सकता. If you keep have to thinking about कि अरे मेरा पार्टनर कहीं बाहर ये तो नहीं कर रहा, ये तो नहीं कर, bullshit. That's something, that's not love.
So it's also like you've written. I think I found lots of gems on page 114 onwards. Also, being yourself, being accepting of the other's flaws.
I truly believe there is nothing called romantic, honeymoon period in the relationship. If there's a honeymoon period, one of you is not being themselves. Because there are two different people, two different ideologies coming together. Clash तो होगा ना. अगर clash नहीं हो रहा है, इसका मतलब someone is not being themselves.
Yeah.
Just to make,
And how long will you put up a front?
6
You have
months,
to be natural in the end.
8 months, 1 year,
Right.
and then when the person will take its original shape and form and behavior, you will say, "अरे तुम तो बदल गए." नहीं, this person was always like that. This person was just trying to, please you. They're just trying to please you कि तुम्हें कहीं बुरा ना लग जाए. So I feel there is nothing called honeymoon period in a relationship. I never had a honeymoon period with Shrey because we were very, very original from day one.
Okay,
We had major fights and clashes in the beginning, and that's better.
that's better.
Because बाद में जाकर के अपने ओरिजिनल फॉर्म को लेना और फिर कहना कि नहीं ये तो तुम बदल गए. Set your boundaries since day one. Tell this person who you are. Tell this person what you want. If you can serve the purpose, stay. Leave if you can't. You know, there's no like, don't waste my time. And you can't waste someone's time. कि हाँ तुम्हें कुछ चाहिए लाइफ से, मुझे कुछ चाहिए लाइफ से. सीधे बात करो, मुझे बकवास पसंद नहीं है, जो लोग बहुत करते हैं relationship में.
Yeah.
So I think for me, there's nothing called honeymoon period in a relationship.
It's about being yourself, accepting.
From day one, tell him that, you know, or tell her what triggers you, what is something that you're not okay with, and be open about it. Speak up.
So if there was a message that you could give to your younger self, what would that be?
Oh, I never thought that. My younger self.
Perhaps some hope?
Yeah, that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Because I feel heartbreak, लोग उसे बहुत ज़्यादा लोग क्या मैंने भी ये किया था. You take heartbreak so personally that you feel कि अरे it's the end of the world.
Yeah. So
But I
if
feel-
one door closes,
Yeah,
we feel shattered. and yet-
heartbreak is just a phase and it will pass. Things will be okay.
Okay.
And people just need to be hopeful. That's it. Because I always tell people that this book is also hope. It will give you hope to love again.
Oh,
That's
yes.
it.
It's absolute romance in the in the second half.
Yeah.
We relive your whole story, and it's,
Yeah.
it's
So
beautiful.
I think this book is hope that, you know, don't give up on love. Find the strength and courage to love again. To leave that one toxic person, you feel that it's love. Because love will always bring peace in your life. Always. Not
Beautiful.
tears.
No, not tears. Absolutely. So also, Harshita, I would like to get our audience involved.
Yes.
Now, in this book, there is a chapter titled Simplifying Modern Day Dating Lingo for Romantics. It's on page 135.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, oh my God, I did not know most of these terms. I was clueless and I was reading the scenarios and they were like, okay, this is something new. So how many of you could explain or know about this term called breadcrumbing?
Wow,
Okay,
she knows.
Garima knows. Garima, would you?
Breadcrumb, like you leave a trail like for Hansel and Gretel.
Ah,
That's
super.
breadcrumbing. Yes.
Super.
You make the person addicted to yourself.
Okay.
That's breadcrumbing. थोड़ा प्यार
Okay.
दिया फिर वापस ले लिया, थोड़ा प्यार दिया फिर वापस ले लिया. So this person will keep chasing you like a fish keep chasing the bait. It's called breadcrumbing.
Okay, and how many of you, Garima is not allowed to answer. How
Because
many
Garima
of
is
you
too updated.
know what is cuffing season? This was really intriguing. Cuffing season. So I was telling my
No, that's
husband.
not.
I was
not
telling
cuffing.
my husband it's cuffing season is coming. So now you are my husband and we're going to be very lovey-dovey. So cuffing season is winters. When winter approaches,
You get together for just for winters. You get into you involve yourself in a romantic relationship just for winters. Yeah, it's a term called cuffing. Hello, this is today's love,
today's love,
which is
Gen
not
Z.
good. Yeah, that's called cuffing season. And you actually tell your partner that this is just for winters.
And ghosting. How many of you know ghosting? Ghosting, everybody knows.
Life. Everybody ghosted someone, no?
That's what Harshita did. Ghosted. So we know what
Yeah.
it is. And roached. Roached was shocking for me. Roached.
Roached. I forgot.
Roached is when you have many, like cockroaches, you have many partners, like many options.
Yeah.
This was really like,
Yeah.
okay, people do that.
Yeah, it's called open relationship.
And then there's pie hunting.
Yeah, I think I have written that also.
Pie hunting is, oh my God, these are very, and turkey dumping, meaning turkey. Yes.
No, I have to read the book again to tell you because
So
there
that's why I took. And
are so many terms.
So
and I
very
myself
interesting.
is not Gen Z anymore. So मेरे लिए थोड़ा मुश्किल है ये सारे terms याद
And
करना.
turkey dumped is when you're together only for the holiday season.
Yeah.
You eat your turkey and then bye bye tata.
No. Then you are cuffing and turkeying together. Yeah.
Very interesting, but
have this terminology when people have no, we don't have teenage sense.
Oh my God. Yeah.
roached was also very interesting. In any case, Harshita, now that you have the book in your hands, I'd like you to please go to the end of the book. And there's a very special letter that she's written addressed to the reader.
Yes.
Would you like to read that out to us, perhaps?
Yeah, you would want to listen to that? Okay. So I think book के beginning में I have written a letter to my best friend that I never posted to him, and I just wrote it in my journal. And book को conclude करने के लिए I've written a letter for my audience who was reading it. So it's called, Dear You, I know you are almost delusioned and on the brink of letting go. That explains why you picked up this book. You're holding on to every shred of hope you can, aren't you? I understand. If this letter finds you weary from the trials and tribulations of life, when I started writing this book, I wanted to share a little piece of my own story with you in the hope that it may offer some solace and encouragement during what can often feel like an endless and exhausting journey. It's been a year since I walked down the aisle and said I do to the love of my life. As I reflected on the whirlwind of emotions and experiences that have led me to this point, I couldn't help but think back to those days when I too felt lost and disheartened by the seemingly endless search of a person whom I can call my home. Now that you know the story, you know I gave up many times over. I almost lost the love of my life because dating in today's world erodes your kindness. The dating world is a daunting place, filled with uncertainty, disappointment, and heartache. It's easy to feel like you're wandering in the dark, wondering if you'll ever find that special someone who truly understands and cherishes you for who you are. But I want you to know that you're not alone in your journey. I too have withered my fair share of storms on the path to finding love. There were moments when I felt like giving up, when the sting of rejection felt too painful to bear. But through it all, I held on to hope. Hope that one day my heart would find its home in the hug of another. And then, when I least expected it, love found me in the most unexpected of places. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring us together. Two souls destined to walk this journey hand in hand. In hindsight, I can tell you that if all the bad hadn't happened to me, the good would have never come to me. Every day when I wake up and see Shrey's face on the pillow next to mine, all the heartache and uncertainty of the past melt away. I can't overplan still because anxiety doesn't allow me to think too much about my future. But I know the vacations we will take, the dinner set we will buy, and where we will eat this weekend. In February, Shrey took me to Goa for my birthday. I think it was perhaps the best birthday of my life. As my reels will tell you, married life has a few quips too, and I'm still making sense of those. Going into this, we knew I was not a quintessential girl. I'm a mercurial and moody because mayhem, but love has softened me a bit. I'm no longer causing storms. I have learned to be peaceful in love. I guess as the years move along, I will find out more about who I am and what I am capable of. But now I have one certainty for sure. My husband is willing to make space for every version of me. You must be wondering if I ever think of the bad people and bad things that tore me apart. Strangely enough, I don't. Aman still lives a lane away from my house, and sometimes we cross each other on the road, the same road where we have so many memories together. But his presence don't register with me. It's almost as if he died for me when I moved on. I don't wish him ill. I don't wish him well. I don't wish him anything. Maybe that common saying is right. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. So, dear one, I assure you, the storm you're feeling inside you is momentary. It will pass, and the people who have hurt you will lose their power to have an impact when you stop caring. The difficult part is to make it from today to that day. So, to you, who may be feeling battered and bruised, I wrote this book to tell you, hold on. Hold on to the belief that love is out there, waiting for you to find it. Hold on to the hope that each disappointment brings you one step closer to the love story you were meant to live. You're too precious to short sell yourself. Wait for what feels like your favorite hot chocolate on a cold winter night. And most importantly, hold on to yourself, to the unique and beautiful soul that you are. For it is in embracing your worth that you will ultimately attract the love that you deserve. Gili Pucci and prayers for you, Edgy.
So beautiful. Such pearls of wisdom,
Yeah.
really, from your experience. Thank you for sharing this.
I'm
Yeah.
absolutely loving it.
Yes. So, and for those of you who don't know, Harshita has recently also launched her chicken curry brand.
Yeah.
So she's absolutely diversifying into something new.
Yeah, I think
How
because
did this happen?
I am from Lucknow and I've always worn chicken curry since I was a baby. I wore a chicken curry lehenga for my wedding, which mostly people don't. But actually, when I went for lehenga shopping, I felt all the lehengas looked the same. You take up any big designer, and they're costing 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs. I was like, why will I pay this loads of money for looking the same as everyone was? So then I thought, let's experiment with chicken curry. And I think when I saw my wedding lehenga, because they made it from scratch, it took around 7.5 months for that kadhai to happen. 6 female artisans worked on that lehenga. And when it actually got dyed and came in front of me, I was so lost in it. It was so beautiful, very simple, a very, very simple lehenga, but absolutely the way I wanted. So then, back then, I decided कि मुझे business तो करना है because I come from a business family. My father is a typical banya father. He feels अगर तुमने life में business नहीं किया तो तुमने कुछ नहीं किया. You can't be rich if you're not doing a business. So for Papa, I thought I'll do a business, and chicken curry is something that comes from my heart.
Yeah, it's also giving artisans
Yes.
a platform to showcase
Yes,
their
I
work.
want to improve the working conditions of these artisans. One day, I don't have funds, but that kind of fund at the moment. But inshallah, once I will have it in the future, I would take that up. Because you know what? They get what, 100 rupee a day for that kadhai. And when they get to know कि बाहर वो 4,000 का पीस बिक रहा है, वो बिलीव नहीं करते हैं. वो कह रहे हैं कौन क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप? But actually, chicken curries is going on, is happening because of these karigars.
Oh yes.
It's not machine made. Nobody, I can't do it.
And
You
it's a
can't do it.
timeless craft.
Yeah.
It's something that you could wear for casual. I mean, it depends.
Yeah,
Or you could wear for a wedding.
for a wedding.
It's so versatile.
It's very versatile. And I'm actually, while I was going for the shoot for my label, I went to addas. Lucknow में बहुत सारे addas हैं, जहाँ पे एक उनका head होता है. Like there was an apa who I met. So उनके अंडर 6-7 लड़कियाँ, they सुबह 10 बजे आती हैं. It's like an office.
Yeah.
10 बजे they come, they get a kapda, they get a jali, they start doing the chicken curry, and 6 o'clock is their home time. It's actually like an office.
Yes.
But obviously the working conditions are not good. Because people are also, I think they're not even thinking about it. कि क्या है, हम improve कर सकते हैं. 100 रुपए तुम दिन का क्या दे रहे हो उनको यार, क्या बना रहे हैं वो, क्या खा रहे हैं वो. So yeah, I really want to improve that condition, and once I'll have that kind of fund, I will do it because it's for life.
Yeah. So we wish you the very best in
Thank
all
you.
your endeavors.
Thank you.
Harshita, from your hugely entertaining videos, your super successful book, now your chicken curry brand. I mean, you're on a roll, absolutely.
I'm just trying. Trying every day.
So Harshi, so humble, so honest, so hardworking, and so hilarious.
Oh, I'll cry.
And much, much more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this candid conversation. And could we open the
Yeah, please. If
for
anybody
questions
has any
to
questions.
the audience? Yeah, Manika has.
Yeah.
Manika, why don't you take this?
Hi, Harshita.
Hi.
You know, it's a proud moment for me today.
Yeah.
So, yes, my question goes to you that you're an entrepreneur, author, you were RJ, and you're like so big on social media. Forbes number 6.
Yeah.
They said top 100, but it is number 6.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing. So how do you keep you focused all the time? Because I understand it needs a lot of consistency, discipline,
Yeah.
to, you know, keep going.
Yeah.
So how do you keep you focused and that being consistent?
I think discipline is one of the major roles in my life. Discipline has played. I'm a very disciplined person. Like सुबह अगर 8 बजे उठ के मुझे जिम जाना है तो मैं जिम जाऊंगी no matter what. So because freelancers के लिए ना बहुत easy होता है to be lazy, to just lie down, do nothing. I don't have a boss. I don't have to report to someone.
Right.
My salary is not being credited to my account ever.
Absolutely.
So I have to take a charge of my life. Because if I will not do that, I'll not be able to do what I'm doing at the moment. Because it needs a lot of discipline and it needs a lot of consistency to do what anybody like who's a freelancer doing it. So I think it's discipline.
I think you very well explained it by saying you have to take the charge of your life.
Yeah, you have to take the charge of it. Nobody is there to take a charge of my life. I don't have a boss. I have to be my own boss, and I have to be very, very strict with
Wish
me.
you all the very best for your future.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love your talk.
Hi, thank
I
you.
want to know that why did you choose Penguin and a little bit about your publishing journey?
Why did I choose Penguin is because Penguin is big and I love big things. But like I also knew someone who has written a book and got published through Penguin. So I got in touch with this person because I wanted to write a book. And then he gave me a contact to this person. He said, you write a pitch, write a summarization of all the chapters, write about yourself, who you are as an author. So all of that. So like it went through a process, and if they wished, they could have said no also. So I think they loved the pitch as I have written. So yeah, I think it was destined to happen. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Actually, I met someone else the other day. She's also very elder to me. She's around 65, and I'm very, very good friends with her. She's Nilima Aunty. She's a Penguin published author. She wrote so many books on, and she talked about goddesses. So that's when also she asked me the same question that, how you got Penguin. But actually, I did nothing to get Penguin. I just went through the regular process. And agar Penguin mana karta, तो I would have gone to some other publication. Because मुझे book तो लिखनी ही थी.
So, do you think you already had this platform, your digital platform?
Of course,
So, perhaps
100%.
It was easier for them to kind of
100%.
accept you.
100%. I think a lot of credit goes to my Instagram also. That, they agreed to publish my book. Because I think they saw a potential in my profile. So yeah, that's one of the factors for sure, more than the story. But I actually want to say one more thing. I went to this workshop once. I was attending, and there was this very famous director who was there. I am not getting his name again. He said a very important thing. He said that it's very important for you to know what you want to say. आप कहना क्या चाहते हैं is very important. If you're making a film, if you're writing a book, and you don't know what to say, you don't know what the right thing to be said, it's useless. Don't write, don't make a film. So I think it's very important for you to know what you want to say. If you know the voice, you'll be there.
The message has to be clear to yourself.
Very clear and loud.
And that's
What
how.
you want to say. What's your voice? You need to find your voice, I think. Yeah.
So I think now everyone's going to be looking forward to reading the book.
Please read the book.
Yes.
Please मुझे बताना how you like it. I think it's the most vulnerable thing I've ever done.
Oh, yes.
So
Very.
yeah, please read the book. Let me know how you like it. I am looking forward to hearing it from all of you.
Well, kudos to you to take on this step. It's absolutely very brave of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, anyone else with a question? Or
No, I think no.
Zarqa, I think you can.
Heartfelt thanks.
Thank you.
Harshita,
Thank you so much for having me over.
for sharing your insights and making this evening really unique for all of us.
I hope you guys liked it.
Yes, your stories and experiences were both enlightening, and we all, I think, kind of resonated with them.
Lovely, lovely.
And thank you, Pallavi, for your thoughtful moderation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zarqa.
On behalf of the foundation, I would also like to express my gratitude to our venue partner, Centra Greens, to the Ehsaas women of Ludhiana for their unwavering support, and to our esteemed patron, Sri Cement Limited, for contributing to the success of this event. Last but not the least, thank you, wonderful audience, for your time and presence, and we look forward to seeing you in our future events as well. Prabha Khaitan Foundation promotes cross-state cultural understanding and appreciation. A mix of cultures forms the backbone of our nation, contributing to its vibrancy and richness. This is to support our ongoing efforts to foster unity and appreciation of the rich cultural heritage across India's diverse states by exchanging cross-city cultural mementos. Today, we are actually pleased to present the author with a chicken curry stole as a token of our appreciation.
Wow.
I would like to request Mrs. Gunjan Adya to please come forward and
Wow.
facilitate Harshita Gupta.
So, another chicken curry stole in your.
Thank you, and good night, everyone. We would like to please collect your copy of Unloved, and you can have it signed.
Have them signed.